Hey everybody, it's JANG here with a look at the LEGO Mixels Series 5 tribe, the Klinkers. We're looking at Gox, Jinky, and Kamzo. This is Gox. He comes with 62 pieces. You see he's got 4 legs down there and kind of a spider style of configuration, but then the body's up on top. He's got 1 gear on the back, which actually does something, you'll see in just a second. And he's got well-jointed upper extremities. The arms have 2 ball joints a piece, and then he's also got 3 adjustable fingers each. So this one has a lot of motion. You can also move the entire upper body around in addition to posing the legs, so you can have 1 leg up in the air, but you can spin the entire body around, so that's good for motion and posing and such. And you can also bring the arms way up, you can bring them way down, you can articulate the fingers independently. You can get some really different kinds of expressions out of them. I think you by now have seen the eye moving. That's what is attached to the gear. So that's the actual little action there, which I think is great. Being able to do that without having to take the parts apart and readjust them, I think just adds in a little bit of extra life to the whole thing. This structure here with the 2 golden horns, that's his golden mustache. And he demands a lot of respect because of his golden mustache. But the one thing that you notice just here is that he does kind of tend to want to go down to the ground when you're just messing around with it. I don't know if that's a bad thing. I think it still looks fine like this, but if you want to keep it up on its legs, you'll just have to kind of repose the legs on a regular basis. Gox is also the one of this tribe from this series that comes with a Nixel, and here is the Nixel that he comes with. They don't have too many different designs of these. I do like this one though. It's able to just move the arms just ever so slightly. This is Jinky, and his set comes with 59 pieces. I think this is the most unique of this tribe, at least, with his interesting arms that stick way out, and you can actually pose these. The little base of them has a bit of a friction, or a couple of little friction rings in there, friction adders, so it's able to hold in a place. It's a little bit tough to turn the hands around just because there is a ton of friction right there, but you can do that. So if you want to set this up holding something in those tiny little hands there at the ends, you can. I like the little valve kind of wheel up on the top, though that doesn't do anything on this one. It's got a couple of gears that can be turned, but again, they also don't do anything. But I think he has a pretty decent range of motion because he does have ball joints up in the shoulders, so he can bring the shoulders forward and back like that. It's kind of a funny thing. I don't know, I think maybe he's trying to do a little bit of a dance move there. He's also able to move his legs quite a bit because, again, with the ball joints, look at that, bring them all the way down to the ground so you can really get low. And you see how his lower jaw is actually getting below his hips right there, it looks like. So another very posable one. This one for its eyes, fairly simple ones, but you can change the expression a bit by just rotating those. You just have to kind of push really hard, or just take them off, pop them off completely, and just repose them. Depends on how well they get on there, but you can kind of make them look like he's getting a little bit more googly-eyed, or a little bit, actually take it all the way to the point of looking cross-eyed, something like that. Here's a look at him from the back. Nothing much to see there, but it is interesting to me that you can kind of rotate the shoulders around to allow them to go up and down. You can just see where the angle is that's allowed there. So depending upon how you rotate that, you can get the arms to go across or up and down a bit. Last up is the highly asymmetrical Kamzo, and this set comes with 58 pieces. And he's got a hand here that's rotating freely, so you can just spin that up. I think he's able to use that as some sort of a tool, so he can open things pretty well. They also have the stud piece there in the center, the jumper, so you can attach things in the middle, kind of make it seem like he's holding on to things, even though he's not able to close up his grasp. On the other side, you've got just the tiniest hand, the Exoforce arm there with the tiny little hand on it. I like the placement of the gears here. You can rotate these, they don't do anything, but I like how they kind of look like gear ears. And these are my favorite eyes, I think, in this series, just because you can get so much expressiveness with them easily. You just rotate them. See, these are on jumpers, so you don't even have to take them off. You can just do like that. See, look how much different he looks now. You can make him look worried or sad. You can make him look really angry by just rotating these around like this. See how he's mean, he's coming after you. All right, let's see if we can do the all-important cross-eyed kind of thing. It's not quite cross-eyed, it's like a narrow-eyed kind of look. And then turn them upside down, and this is my favorite here, what you can do by just turning the eyes upside down completely. See, another completely different expression for him. And this one doesn't move as much as the others. The arm has kind of a limited range where it can move. Unfortunately, it doesn't go up very far. This one's just able to go up and down just on a hinge, and then you can kind of rotate the little hand there. The feet, basically, you can rotate them around. You can bring this out a little bit, but it's not going to go forward and back. You just don't have the range right there unless you kind of bring it way out, and that's mostly just to the side. So limitations in posing there, but I think a lot of it is really made up for by the expressiveness of the eyes and how you can change those up. Turn this around, looks a little bit unfinished compared to the others, I think, from the back, just because of the exposed studs up on the top and exposed studs right here. And I'm not sure what's going on right there, but I think overall it still looks pretty good. So those are the Series 5 Klinkers. Let me know by leaving a comment which of these is your favorite. Or if you would prefer, go ahead and rank all of them. 1, 2, 3 from your favorite to your least favorite. Myself, I'm going to vote for Jinky just because he's the most different of them. I think he stands out the most from the rest of the Mixels, from all the series, from all the different tribes. He just seems pretty unique to me, and I feel like it was kind of brave to go with those smokestack arms, but it works out for him in the end, and I really appreciate how much he can be posed. But the others have their own unique features to them that make them stand out as well, and I really can't say anything against any of them. I just have my favorite, so share what your favorite is if you have any one particular that stands out for you. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video because it's on the way very soon.